to this Minecraft series. I'm not even sure if it's gonna be a series, but I guess just playthroughs while I read like Reddit stories. I was talking to one of my cousins about what I should do for YouTube videos, and she's told me that since you want to try Minecraft, maybe try like reading some Reddit stories with it. So I'm gonna try it, and I will be reading it in the background and playing at the same time. Oh, there's no way I spawn in the jungle, dude. Jungles are the worst. I'm just gonna get out of here, bro. I can't lie. Pickaxe. Pickaxe. There's no way watermelon is gonna be my only food source, right? Watermelon is terrible. Not in real life. Is that a ship? It is a ship. So while I made my way over to the shipwreck, I thought I would read one Reddit story entitled, "My Mother Tried to Smother My Baby." Already off to a great start. That title is amazing. I never thought I'd write something like this, but I also never thought my own mother would become the villain in my life. A few months ago, my husband and I had our first child, our daughter. She's perfect. The kind of baby that makes all the sleepless nights feel like a background noise. My mom was ecstatic at first. She cried when she held the baby in the hospital and promised she would always protect her. I believed her. I had no reason not to. Yeah, she's your mother. Why would you not, believe her? That's like a self-trust issue. Fast forward to when the baby was about 6 weeks old, I was exhausted. My husband was back at work, and my mom offered to stay a few nights to help. I thought it would be a blessing. Instead, it shattered everything I thought I knew about her. The first sign that something was wrong happened late one night. I heard the baby fussing and assumed my mom would get her because she insisted I sleep. But the cries didn't sound right. They were strained, almost muffled. Instinct made me get up. When I walked into the nursery, my mom was leaning over the crib with a blanket pressed lightly over my daughter's face. Jeez. It's crazy. I froze. It took me a second for my brain to make sense of what I was seeing. Then I lunged. The moment she saw me, she jerked back and started crying, saying she didn't mean it, that she was just trying to calm her down, and she didn't realize the blanket slipped. Yo, that's crazy. The blanket, quote unquote, slipped. Like, what? How does a blanket, accidentally go on the person's face and you don't do anything to be like, take it off? I told her to get out. My voice didn't even sound like my own. It was shaking so badly I could barely get the words out. She kept insisting it was an accident, hahaha, swearing she'd never hurt the baby. But I couldn't even look at her. My husband drove her home that night because I was too afraid to let her anywhere near the baby again. The next morning, she sent me a long message saying she'd been overwhelmed that something came over her. Yeah, the intent to kill. Bro, lock her ass. She begged me not to tell anyone, begged me to let her come back and prove she wasn't in danger. I didn't respond. I did, however, install cameras in the nursery and living room. Good shit. I also told my pediatrician and my therapist, and after talking with them, I filled a no contact order. My husband supported it completely. My mother has since turned several family members against me. She told them I overreacted, that I imagined what happened because of sleep deprivation. With sleep deprivation. What? Thing is, I will never forget the look on her face when she realized I saw her. It wasn't confusion, it wasn't surprise, it was fear. Not fear for the baby, fear of being caught. And now I'm sitting here months later, still trying to process the fact that my own mother, someone who raised me, someone I trusted, tried to smother my child. I haven't let her see the baby since. I don't know if I ever will. Sometimes I still hear that muffled crying in my nightmares. I just needed to tell someone. Yeah, that is crazy. I know babies can be hard to deal with. This is sort of like a stressful thing, right? But you saying that you accidentally put a blanket over the baby is crazy. That's not even you pretending anymore. That's just you just trying to excuse yourself out of the fact that you tried to murder a baby. Sheep. Sheep, 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 sheep. Is that 3? That is 3. Okay, cool. Point. I would personally like to set up near a village, and I think I just found one. I think it's a pretty good area to set up. Like it's near a lake, you have like the waterfall. Oh, what if I set up like up there? How the hell would I do that though? Ooh, there's a blacksmith. Ooh. Or is it better to set up on the lake? Or is it better to set up on the mountain? Oh wait, there's a ruined portal over there. What? Oh my god! Crazy. So it's either the mountain or the lake. Should I just ask like a roulette? Spin the wheel. Actually, we can build there too. There's that place, the middle of the lake, and the mountain. Where we going? Where we going? Where we going? Alright, cool. So this is what I have to work with. Not too shabby. Oh. I guess we could build on that area. Whoops. Okay. Let's start clearing out the area. Let's make it a bit flatter. And by a bit, maybe a lot. Maybe a lot more flatter. Honestly, yeah. I think this is enough space. Whoops. Okay. Now, what do I plan on building? I don't think enough. House. Not the show. Okay. Wood house. Sure, let's do this one. Open image in a new tab. Yeah, let's do this one. This one seems simple. I don't have wood. Maybe I should mine some wood first. I got some wood. Let's build sort of like a outline of it. So it's like boom. And that's like cobblestone, maybe some sandstone, acacia wood, maybe. I need bricks, so I need to. Actually, you know what? Since I'm going to that stone anyways, I might as well just go caving. Let's go find the cave. Whoa, there's a big cave. Do I need to turn off my shaders for it to work? Oh yeah, there we go. Oh, yes! Diamonds. Okay, now I need sand. Alright, cool. Let's start building some of it. So while we start to time-lapse my building progress, I thought I would read another Reddit story which I found, and is entitled, Windmill of Reddit. What crazy things have you done to get your friend laid? My friend was sleeping over at my house. My parents and brother were all sleeping upstairs while we were downstairs watching TV, playing video games and shit. At around 1 a.m., he asked if this girl can come over. He really wants to get with this girl, and I don't want to turn him down, so I reluctantly agree, on the condition that she's quiet. The three of us are hanging out, and I make some excuse to leave the room so my friend can have some alone time with this girl. I'm upstairs in my room when I start hearing some loud moans. This is bad news for me, but great news for my friend. He's losing his virginity to the girl he really likes. Yeah, bro, dubs to you. I hear stirring in the next room, and I know that the bout of loud lovemaking has woken my parents. The last thing I want is for my confused father to walk in on my friend fucking this girl in my basement. What do? I go to Pornhub, click on the first video I see, crank that shit to 100 on my speakers, and let it play for the 3 minutes that my buddy ended up lasting. My dad ended up coming into my room, discovering the source of the noise. I even threw it in some tapping motion under the covers. Yo, this does a W after, and awkwardly leaving. My buddy ended up having the best fucking time ever, bro. But Jesus, there were some awkward glances exchanged between my parents and I the next morning. Honestly, that's a W friend, you know? You're a W person. I feel like my friend would do that for me, I think. Yo. Alright, so quick story time. Yeah, it's a quick story time, and I'm just gonna ask you a question at the end, and that's it.
Parents having me or whatever.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
for
yeah.
this guy. Alright, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah, you'll take the blame?
Yeah, I'll take the blame.
Yeah, W friend, alright, that's all. I found another Reddit story that is entitled The Tape That Married My Grandpa. I was 19 when I found a cassette tape in my grandpa's attic labeled Do Not Play 1993 in his shaky handwriting. He had passed away 2 years earlier, and my mom finally let me sort through his old junk. The tape was wedged inside an old Walkman, batteries long dead, and my curiosity won. I swapped in fresh AAs from the kitchen drawer and hit play in the dark. Static. Then his voice, younger than I've ever heard. If you're listening, kid, you're probably me in 40 years, or someone I love. Either way, listen close. He talked for 12 minutes straight, no pauses, like he'd rehearsed it 100 times. Said he buried a metal box under the big maple tree behind the house, exactly 47 paces from the back porch. Inside, a Polaroid of him and Grandpa on their first date, a silver dollar from 1943, and a letter addressed to future me. The kicker? He recorded this the night before he proposed, convinced he'd chicken out and need a push from his older self. I laughed so hard I cried. Then I grabbed the shovel. The ground was frozen, late November, but I chipped away until the blade clanged on metal. The box rusted shut. Inside, the photo. Grandma mid-laugh, wind in her hair, the coin, still shiny, and the letter. Yellow paper, ink faded, but still legible. It wasn't to him. It was to me. Dear grandkid, yeah you, if you found this, I didn't what's out. I asked her. She said, yes. Aww. We're probably dancing in the kitchen right now to that awful Sinatra record. Don't let anyone tell you love's a risk. It's the only bet worth fighting or rigging. Plant something here when the tree dies. Keep the chain going. P.S. Tell your mom the meatloaf recipe is on the back of this page. She'll pretend she hates it. She really doesn't. I read it twice. Then I looked up. Mom was in the doorway, eye wet, holding the Walkman. She flipped this letter over. Grandma's meatloaf, in Grandpa's handwriting. We made it that night. Burnt the edges just like he used to. The maple's still standing. I planted tulip bulbs last spring. They're both into the dirt now. Stubborn little green spears. Some nights I swear I hear Sinatra drifting from the kitchen. I never check. I just smile and turn up the volume. That's a heartwarming story, I can't lie. The cassette tape for the future daughter to read and figure out that his grandpa really did go through with everything. That's actually really sweet. Okay, so I think it's done. What do you guys think? So I made like a little path here, and then like the entire house is done. I made a tiny bush on like this side and a little chimney. And also on this side, there is a little tree, which, that's alright. For my standards at least. And on the back, there is nothing. I will get to that next episode. Or next video, I guess. I actually am quite proud of this house actually. I did not like expect me to do like this well with the house and everything. But it looks really good. That looks nice. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this first video of the Minecraft thing. Hopefully you enjoyed the Reddit stories too, because I had fun reading it and building and all that stuff. And me having to learn replay mod in the middle of all of this was kind of funny too. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed, and